Hey everybody, Jayborino, Inconsummate, StarCraft 1, you know the drill. Map number 4, The Harvest. Gorn goes unexpectedly silent, Tuzor has a startling revelation. Strontium becomes unstable. I feel like I just read a TV guide synopsis for a later at 10 television show. Let's go. Cerebrate getting killed by Dark Templar.
The Magnate is in shambles, infested. It will not respond to my orders. And Gorn, I can no longer sense the Cerebrate. It is as if their connection to the Swarm has been severed.
Just as we were finishing off the Terran forces, I felt a shriek of pain inside my head. If that was enough to stop me in my tracks, I can only imagine the effect it had on Strontium.
Fortunately, you are not as integrated with the Swarm as the Magnate. I need you to find Gorn and their compatriot. Take what is left of Strontium's Swarm and lead them to the Temple of Harundal.
What? You want me to lead an army of Zerg?
I did not expand your psionic capacity just so you could read Terran minds, Gaska. You are fit to lead the Magnate Swarm. Investigate the temple. Find Gorn. This invasion cannot succeed without him.
As you say, Cerebrate.
Okay, find Gorn, Gaska must survive. Also, at the time of recording this, only 4 maps are released. We'll see if we get 5+ moving forward. I think Protoss said he had planned 2, but obviously, take your time. And other thing, so if Gorn is dead, we're on Yggdrasil of the Balrog brood, which was his brood, so maybe that's just like a minor inconsistency, because if the Balrog brood is now feral, then obviously we can't be aboard an Yggdrasil of that brood. Unless maybe the Yggdrasils are considered to be more independent, I'm not sure. Alright, Province of Harundal. Also, these are minor things that I typically don't care about at all, I'm just pointing it out. Because somebody will. Somebody definitely will.
I'm in position, Tuzor. There's no sign of Gorn or the other Cerebrate, and I have yet to encounter any Protoss.
Continue your search, infested. The Cerebrates will be here.
Find Gorn, Gaska must survive. Okay, Gorn was colored brown, not white there. Or maybe we just can't use white subtitles, I'm not sure. But either way, let's look around our base and see which direction the enemies can come from. We have Lurker aspect already done, so I might just want to go ahead and grab as many Lurkers as possible for early defense. Because eventually, you know, Spore Colonies can handle Mutalisks just fine if you get 2 or 3 of them. And really, it's going to be Guardians, if anything, so. Gaska also with the stun can be great. I don't know if that can work on air units, but I'm assuming it can. It's like a really good... It's basically Maelstrom, but it works on everything. He's a very, very good hero, specifically because of that grenade, so I want to make sure I'm actually using that. Okay, I guess let's just go ahead and grab another Lurker. We can leave Gaska up here, and then we can put some Lurkers down here. Let's go ahead and grab... Oh, the energy regeneration I don't think is necessary right now. We'll worry about that more later. I can definitely afford to get one more drone on gas here. So the goal is to find Gorn. The map is pretty large, so we're going to have to leave here pretty soon just to see what we're up against. Okay, no problem.
There are hostile Zerg here.
What? The only broods from our swarm were from Gorn and their ally.
Well, if they are under their command, it seems the Cerebrates no longer see us as friendlies.
Gorn what have you done? I am unable to seize control of the renegade Zerg. Do not let them bar your way. Find the cerebral. Find answer.
Understood.
Okay, seems like just throwing out a couple colonies here and there is going to be the right choice. Eventually, we're going to have to worry about Mutalisks, like I had mentioned, but between a couple lurkers and colonies here and there, we should be fine. I mean, they are bringing up a couple... They are bringing in overlords every so often, but I'm less concerned about that. Let's just, you know, secure our borders, get some basic upgrades, and then push out. What can we build here? We can go to Hive. No Ultralisk Cavern, but we can get to Hive, which means we can get some pretty good upgrades. No Hive level upgrades, though. I don't think I saw the ability to get adrenal glands. Once again, oh no, our overlords are slow this time, so we don't get fast overlords, unfortunately. And that's kind of a no-brainer to get that, especially for pushing out and the enemy might have lurkers. Unless only we have lurkers, just because they're like a fancy brood of Zerg, because we're still technically pre-brood war. Granted, we're pretty darn close, but... Maybe the idea is like, well, we're fighting purple. I was going to say the Jormungand brood, the Magnate brood, is like these hyper-evolved Zerg. So Pronago had mentioned in a comment that explains why they have... That's why they have good tech, specifically the lurkers. Even though lurkers, I think, existed as like... There was no explanation officially in canon. I don't know. I don't like talking about the lurkers. I'm not an expert on the subject, but typically... I think the lurkers did exist prior to Brood War. It's just who could use them. They were like considered like a rare strain, I suppose. Okay, what do I want to do here? Again, I can get to Aspire, but I don't think that's necessary right now. I may want to do a lot of Mutalisks here, especially if the enemy has lurkers. Okay, we do have a good amount of drones and good income potential here, that's for sure. What I'm going to do is just wait for overlords. I need a second hatchery for sure, though, because... We need production potential. Let's just go ahead and throw it down right there. That's fine. Okay, now we have Mutalisks coming in. I think now we have to worry about putting together some spore colonies. What the hell am I saying? The lurkers are good enough, especially with the upgrades. So let's go ahead and get a spore colony there. Just one is probably enough, and then a spore colony over here. Yeah, probably over here. They came from the left, so I assume if they're going to be flying in, it'll be from the left. I don't think I need more lurkers, though I could... Well, I probably could. I probably could go for it again. Let's get these base level upgrades. Adrenal glands are available here. They are definitely available here. I think I'm just going to keep leveling up missile attacks next. Okay, here's Balrog brood coming in here. I don't remember what the brown brood is called, to be honest. Yeah, I think once we can afford it, we go ahead and grab. Maybe we should get another hatchery down in this direction instead. Okay, and actually this is a good... Well, never mind, it's dead already. I was going to say, this is a good opportunity. G, I got to remember G for the stun. G for the stun. Yeah, I'm definitely going to just level up the lurkers. They seem very important. I mean, his normal attack does that stun there. The lurkers are shooing them away. This technically counts as a ramp. It seems like they can't see up here. Let's get Goska over here because I'm going to need him to stun, I think. Never mind, I don't. I think I have more than enough. Okay, more drones. And drones for now. The attacks are pretty consistent. There are a lot of attacks that are coming in. I'd like to get out of this base and find another one to take as soon as possible. Our overlords on the plus side can move now. They can move. Great. Antenna seems important, especially if the enemy will have lurkers, but getting to adrenal glands, to that hive for adrenal glands seems also really good. I could get a second evolution chamber, but let's go ahead and grab the Queen's Nest for now. And start getting some Hydralisks. Just more and more Hydralisks, I think. I'd like to get out of here because I don't have a lot of space. I'd like to get some more hives. Hatcheries. If I can get more hatcheries, then I will feel much safer. Okay, so the missile attacks benefit my spore colonies. I forgot my colonies benefit from the, my colonies benefit from my upgrades. I just want to try this. I don't know if this will work. It does. Okay, no problem. Maybe we'll get another lurker over here just to be safe. But I'm going to get that second Evo pit because I do want to get all these upgrades because they benefit my colonies, which are very important right now. Could start the hive right away. If anything, Doing that would allow me to get +3, which is going to be really, really useful for my defenses right now. Upgrade now, expand later, I don't think is the right choice, but I suppose, you know, we're kind of along that track. I don't think Gaska needs energy regen yet, but that will be very helpful for him coming up here. Okay, looking good. We can use him to snipe, well, not actually snipe, but we can kill Guardians and such when necessary. Okay, Zerglings and Hydralisks for now. I'm going to push out below this ramp and see if we can find... So there's a purple brood attacking us. Kind of seems like a placeholder for just like... So I'm looking back at Mission 2, right? There was the blue Protoss and the red Protoss. But then there's also, I mean, but those are the objectives. And then there was yellow Protoss is just sort of like the, hey, there's other enemies here. And I'm thinking that that's what the purple Zerg is supposed to be, even though Tuzor is technically leader of the Jormungand brood, right? So I think it's more of a gameplay-focused thing as opposed to a lore-focused thing in terms of the color of the Zerg here. Or maybe I'm just incorrect with what I think here. Okay, let's get those adrenal glands right away. We're getting basic upgrades. We'll get Carapace next, and let's just get more Zerglings. Basically, once adrenal glands is done, we're going. We should be able to make some major progress. Let's get one more lurker, and we can put it up here. It seems like 2 lurkers is more than enough, and they're going to be +2, so they're just going to be murdering Zerglings and Hydralisks like crazy. 12 and 15 kills, 15 kills up here. That's very, very good, and then all we have to do is replace sunken colonies as they go down. Carapace seems important. How long we have on metabolic boost, that's good. We are mining this out pretty quick, so I have to be a little careful. Okay, I do not regret my choice. Yeah, the Zerglings are no problem, but I don't regret my choice getting some spore colonies up, and then obviously they're getting the upgrade bonuses. That's so good. Might have to just replace these colonies over here later, but for right now they're fine. I can't tell if these units are getting dropped or not. It seems like they're bringing overlords afterwards because they're like, oh no, there are look out, there are lurkers. So send an overlord in response because that's how the AI used to function. If there was something cloaked, they would try to send detection over there as soon as possible, whether they would scan or send an observer, an overlord. So it's kind of I mean, I assume that's just base AI doing that. Luckily, they're not bringing them with their initial attacks, and my lurkers are just fucking them up. I like how frequent the attacks are there. Okay, now they have their own lurkers. We do have some detection here. Let's just get ready to stun these, because that's a good amount of lurkers here. Let's just go ahead and throw this down before they even burrow. We can kill them. Excellent. Okay, and then, again, like I was saying, the Carapace is going to be incredibly helpful. Please don't spawn Broodling on me, thank you. Okay, they're 1-1. We got to just try to keep up with their upgrades as much as possible. Let's go ahead and get Gaska's upgrade here. We're moving on in. I think it must be done by now, yeah. So let's go ahead and just get more Hydralisks and Zerglings. And we will have some Overlords follow some units here so that we can get out of this base, find where these enemy attacks are coming from. I see some creep down here, so I assume it's enemy creep. So let's get in there. Let's see if we can just do as much damage as possible here. Okay, my lurkers on the other, or my Zerglings on the other hand are going to get fucked. It's good that we're kind of we're tackling this from different directions. Because the enemy lurkers are going to tear apart my Zerglings. Okay, we did well, though. And there's another base over here. Zerglings with metabolic boost and adrenal glands can actually do very, very well at tearing apart enemy units and buildings, so I'm very, very happy with this. Let's just keep making Zerglings.
These Zerg aren't even harvesting these. They're almost completely focused on attacking us. I've never seen them behave this way.
The swarm only becomes feral when it is without direction. The Cerebrants must have rescinded control of their brood. But why?
It may be a blessing in disguise. The less resources they mine, the more they leave behind.
Indeed.
I was literally about to say, indeed. Cool. Okay, so we've done it. Let's go ahead and get this set up here, because any little bit of extra harvesting potential that we can have, the better. I think I want to clear out this bottom left area. It seems like that's where purple is primarily attacking us from. We might want to move the lurkers down. It's hard to tell where they're attacking us from. But really, all we have to do is we just make more lurkers here, and then just keep making Hydralisks to bring up. Then we hotkey this. I don't know. See, it really just depends on whether they're coming from the right or the left. So yeah, the whole idea that they're feral and they're coming from these different directions, that's cool. I thought I queued up... Is this like a second level? Yeah, I think the first one was 150, 150, so he'll be even better. Okay, let's get Carapace and melee attacks. Let's move Goska down. Goska very good, so we just want to have him in a position where he can help us the most. Let's see what's going on over here. Yeah, this continues to get attacked, but not horribly. Okay, yeah, wow, the upgrades are so good. They're so terribly good. Let's go and throw down a save. I feel like I've had a good start. I'd like to go find an enemy base and continue an attack here after I get this saturated. So let's go ahead and move down here. We don't have anything, like, really heavy-hitting besides lurkers, so we're just going to leave those at home, I think. And we'll set up a couple colonies around here, and I think I want to go left next.
Looks like the Zerg have mined away most of these minerals. We'll need to get by on whatever they left behind.
Your hatcheries do not require much upkeep in Fescue. Expand your reach as you see fit, but be wary of the hostile swarms. We still do not know what you're up against.
Right.
Okay. How are our upgrades doing? 1-1 on the Zerglings, 2-1 on the Hydralisks, and the Lurkers, for that matter. So yeah, we need to... Basically what it's saying is take what you can get. No Dark Swarm on this mission, unfortunately, but that's okay. We have enough Hydralisks, and Goska is going to stun, so that's excellent. Okay, and then all we'll have to do, we'll just set up 1 or 2 colonies over here. Actually, yeah, return your minerals. We'll just wait for the creep to spread a little bit. This over here seems to keep getting hit. I might throw down 1 extra spore colony. I think purple has... If purple has a bunch of separate bases, we want to find them, and if we just take all of them out, we'll be in okay shape. It's just the enemy lurkers are the only thing that are really going to cause us major problems. Okay, let's get Goska up here. Throw down a stun right there. Nah, that could have been better. Throw down another one. Okay, perfect. Move on up. Make sure we have overlords over here. Okay, man, Goska is good. I definitely need that extra energy from him. They're not spawning broodlings, thankfully. I was afraid that was going to be a thing that would be happening and just be really, really annoying. Let's go ahead and just transfer some drones so we can remake some... We can just remake some colonies and such with the extra drones that we have. We're obviously going to need spore colonies as well. Yeah, I think getting rid of purple in general will be the most helpful. Oh, get out of there, drone. And upgrades. We need to stay on top of upgrades so that they do not out-upgrade us. It's kind of too late to get a third Evo chamber at this point. No gas here either. Does make for a challenge. Let's go ahead and just grab 1 colony over here just in case. This will be a spore colony. We'll get another sunken. Right there. Anything to help spread the creep as well is obviously helpful. Let's go ahead and move these down. I'm mostly waiting for my +2s and 3s. Wow, this is all +2. We can start +3 after this, and I think we get Carapace level 3 and then Goska's upgrade. That's going to be a lot of gas, but just basically have it spoken for. Let's go ahead and get this. Okay, and then really just Hydralisks. Tons and tons of Hydralisks. I'll get some Mutalisks as well for the future, but I don't think we necessarily need them, and we want to make sure we have Overlords as well. I think 4 Overlords here is more than enough, but we're going to need more. Okay, no problem. We'll leave a few Hydralisks back here to help with the Mutalisks. I think we could always cloak Goska and look, but they probably have vision on us. All right, there's some Protoss over here.
The Protoss have survived this place. They're doing a very good job of hiding. All the structures I've seen look like they're ready to crumble.
Stay alert. What Gorn said can be trusted. The Firstborn would have gone to great lengths to keep the swarm in their tent. They will be.
Yeah, Zerglings just die so fast to lurkers. Okay, so there's a Nidus Canal here. It's possible that they're trying to send units to kill us that way. Oh god. Okay, well, let's get some of these fellas back here. We lost some drones. What's happening up here? That's fine. Okay, I'll have to set up a few extra spore colonies. Colonies. colonies, really just spore colonies, no problem. Okay, we cleaned this up, though. There's a random... I mean, we could just also clean up all the Protoss buildings, too. Pretty large map, but we've got a good roll going here. How's this going? +3 will be done soon and be really helpful.
Orders?
These will just one sunken, one spore. We're gonna, you know, just make sure that we have buildings, proper buildings to protect us. And as we get closer to the supply cap, which we're nowhere near right now, but eventually... Okay, let's get down here. Wow, that was a waste. Attack, please. Okay, well, they're not going to be coming from that direction as much, the left direction, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and continue. Mostly just focus on Hydralisks. We can follow up with Zerglings.
Your will?
Let's see if we can find the area where purple is attacking us from over here. It looks like we found it. Overlords are terribly important at this point. Okay, let's just stun the lurker. There we go. Move on in. Depends on how many lurkers are at each of these locations. I don't mind hitting my own stuff if we can kill the lurkers that are sitting here.
Understood.
I can't tell if they're rebuilding here or not, but we're about at that point now where I would bring Zerglings in. Okay, let's back up with Gaska. Let's get up and stun this. Okay, I think we've broken through. I see some stuff, but it's no problem. Let's get over and stun this. Using Gaska, I think, to the best effect that I can. How are my upgrades? Okay, melee attacks and missile attacks. We can afford them. There we go, no problem. And then we're taking this out. We could take this base, and there's some gas here. We have to take this far left one as well. I'd feel more confident taking the left base, though. Okay, we also have to kill the larva, unfortunately. Poor Gaska needs some time to regenerate more health. Let's see, and then we're going to be 3-3-3 on the ground, which is huge. Just getting rid of as much as I can. Let's see. And then, yeah, my colonies as well are going to be super helpful. Just getting rid of as much as I can of these purple bases so they just leave us alone. Okay, don't lose the overlords. They're very important. Because purple, I mean, it's kind of explained, like, hey, they're sending huge amounts of stuff at us, and all they care about is killing us. So that's why the attacks are so brutal. I mean, not really brutal, but consistent. They're very consistent. Okay, this is sort of my just kill everything, please, force. Okay, got the lurker before it... what's going on with this pylon? It's like floating in space. It's not even selectable. Pretty neat. Okay, let's go ahead and grab some more Hydralisks. Hydralisks for home. And we need more gas, so we need to protect this as it gets set up. And I'm going to leave Gaska over here, because this is going to be really important to hold on to. Okay, let's go to just... As long as we have overlords here, I don't care about lurkers. Okay, we're alive. Now, we have 2 bases we can take, and right now I just want to focus on holding on to this bottom right area and saturating it as soon as possible. So let's save and make a run for it with drones. We'll see if they attack us over here. I'll just set up some spore colonies and lurkers as usual. We need more spore colonies here as well. Spore colonies seem to be the thing. I don't think they're going to attack us over here anymore just because we got rid of the far right base. So a lot of it is just finding the enemy locations and knowing where they are. And stopping them from hitting us seems pretty important. But we've cleared out the bottom portion of the map. I'm very comfortable with that. Okay, let's get this set up. We really need gas. On the plus side, we're going to be 3-3-3 very soon, so I'm very happy with that. Okay, we got some Hydralisks here. Let's leave a couple just in case. Move these down here. Going to be spore and spore. And it just seems like Mutalisk attacks are the only thing that continue to hit us here. So I think, again, once we're 3-3 completely with the spore colonies, I will be ready to roll. Okay, and then we just need more drones here. And this is going to be 8. And then we have to go to the left and take care of whatever this base is over here, because that seems to be the other area where brown is, or purple, excuse me, is coming from. Okay, let's get at least one of each colony here. Again, at 3-3, even just one of each colony is enough to make me feel relatively safe, which is awesome. Okay, I don't remember what my hotkeys are for each individual. This is 6, and this is... this is 7. Okay, next, I think I'm going to go up. Let's get a spore here. Sunken here. And I don't feel confident taking this yet, so I'm not going to until I know I can hold on to it. This is getting mined out. We just want to make sure we're transferring drones. I think next I want to move up and see if we can find what's up there. We could also check over here, because I've never done that. Yeah, but the enemy lurkers on this map, I think we're going to stick to a Hydralisk-Mutalisk composition. Pretty much just Hydralisk, to be honest. Okay, let's go ahead and move these fellas down here. Get as much mining time as we can. Decent amount of gas here, enough to make more Hydralisks, honestly. Okay, my drones. I think what I'll do, because this is depleted, right? Let's go ahead and take one drone and just make a spore colony here, because it seems like we need it. There's definitely another purple base up here. Actually, that's connected to my current base. So what I'm going to do is actually take these forces. Actually, can we just move up? Let's just move up this ramp. Let's save. Again, I want to make sure I'm making consistent progress. I see purple on the right here. Let's get rid of this, then we'll head over to the left and see what we can do over on the other side. Okay, attack. Hit this with a grenade. Very good, and let's make sure we bring overlords with us. 3-3 Hydralisks, man. They can make it happen. Okay, we're killing the lurkers before they can even burrow, as long as they run right on top of us. Okay, doing a lot of damage here, even with just a small amount of Hydralisks. I'm going to rally up some Zerglings over here as well. Killing their overlords, they're going to... The enemy will prioritize using their larvae to make new overlords, I think, which is going to be really, really helpful. Okay, well, there's some overlords down there, too. Let's move on in. Hit this. Okay, I don't know if that actually stops production or not, but if it does, that would be pretty neat. Okay, we got another base here. A lot of burrowed stuff. They're just not even attacking us. I mean, it's because they're feral. Maybe they're programmed to be kind of stupid. Just because they're, I mean, again, they're feral Zerg. Meant to be kind of dumb. I meant to check to see how the upgrades are of these enemies, but... There's another floaty pylon here. This base seems pretty isolated, so this will be an easy one to hold on to. That's one less place that the enemy will attack us from. I don't know if the enemy, though, is sending units through the Nidus.
Progress against these renegades, but there's still no sign of the Protoss, and we have yet to make contact with Gorn or their ally. Beginning to doubt the Cerebrits' claims.
You will complete your mission regardless, Infested. Once the Cerebrits are found, your concerns will be allayed.
Let's just hope my patience lasts that long.
Do not forget your place, Gaska. It was I who made you a part of the swarm. And I will not tolerate insubordination from an underling.
Understood, Cerebrits.
Okay, let's just continue to make progress. Anywhere that we're seeing these colonies, and I don't know if the enemy attacks are built or coming from Nidus canals, but let's just keep this legit. Okay, what are their upgrades? They're 2-2. Gaska, move down here. Oh, dear.
Moving.
Oh, dear. Gaska, get down here. Luckily, the enemy's kind of stupid going around these ramps, so we're in good shape. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can get him down here in time. We're going to lose a lot of these drones. These lurkers, luckily, are sitting. I think I need to use Nidus canals to connect my base, because this is pretty rough.
Understood.
Let's make some Hydralisks here.
Orders. As you
Stun him.
understood.
Like, every shot that he does, actually, like, I thought the sound was just like an animation sound, but he legit is shooting multiple bullets, because you can see how the HP of the enemy goes down.
Directive
Oh god, what have I done? It doesn't stun things that are burrowed. Oh god, we have to get these down here now. I blew it. I blew it. All right, what's going on over here? All right, this is fine. Let's go ahead and burrow. Okay, Gaska. Oh my gosh. Hold position there. We apparently need to move our defenses up. Okay, I need to take this base. I feel like this is going to be pretty easy to hold on to. We cleared this all out, so let's move down in this direction. On to the next area. Every little bit that we can hold on to and progress. I'll take it. We have another area. Okay, no, that's the same one. Okay, let's go ahead and grab some extra drones, because this is pretty much mined out. Again, I have to just take what I can get. 7, and this is going to be 8. We made okay progress here. Not great, but I would have liked to keep that Hydralisk alive. We seem to have found like a main area over here, so I'm happy with that. Just lurkers everywhere seems to be the right choice. Once this gets mined out, I don't really care if it dies or not. Let's just go ahead and leave Gaska over here, though, because we know that this is where a lot of attacks seem to be coming from. Okay, we need to just make units, man. I don't know why I've been waiting on making more and more units. Okay, so this is pretty much... There's another lurker over there. Gaska, please be so careful with the bounce attacks. So I think we clear this out, and then... Ooh, this looks like a nice base. We take this, and then we finish up whatever's over here as well, so... You just kind of hang out and hold position. Move these Hydralisks over here. Let's get mining up in this direction. Make some groups of drones. It's very easy to pivot drones. I like that, just because you can use the hotkeys. We'll leave these drones down here just because I'm going to use them to build elsewhere once I have it finished up. So purple is our main adversary, but we know that there's a white brood on this map that we have to find and destroy. Well, not necessarily destroyed, I don't know, but that's going to be our ultimate goal, I think. Okay, good. Dead. Zerglings now to clean up. And now that we have all of our upgrades, I don't feel as self-conscious about running out of money. I've made too many drones, though, I think. I'm going to leave most of these Hydralisks here and Gaska, because we know that the enemy likes to come from these other directions. Okay, never mind. I think we now have to move Gaska down here. It's really where these white attacks come from are the ones that I'm worried about the most. Now, they seem to be fine. Have them flood in over here and finish this up. Here comes another purple attack. There must be another purple base elsewhere. Hydralisk should be able to take care of the Mutalisks, assuming we can protect them. Zerglings are just sitting there like clowns. That's classic StarCraft 1 AI. Okay, we took this out. Let's finish up this colony. Colonies don't matter when you have enough Zerglings, that's for sure. I feel like I've been mostly throwing units away, but that's, again, it's mostly okay. Hydralisks and Hydralisks and Hydralisks. We can control this middle section, I think, is what we're going to need to do. They're trying to... Yes, we're going to stop one of their upgrades. Nice. Okay, there's more purple Zerg up there. That's harvesting, kind of over-harvesting here. We have extra drones in this direction. We'll figure out what to do with them. Gaska is safe, and he's regenerating his health pretty quickly. Okay, so next step is to take this middle base, and there's a geyser here. Come on now. There we go, and then these units are stopping. The enemy's 2-1 and we're 3-3, so we have a definitive upgrade advantage. Really, I'm just trying to get a lay of the land here so I can decide where I can consolidate my defense. Because right now, I think I need to wait. Like, I want to... Well, I think I can attack up here, but it's like I sort of need to wait. The fact that the purple overlords are clustered up like that is actually a really good sign. That typically means... I think that typically means that you've destroyed a lot of their buildings, and they're finding like that, because the overlords tend to cluster around areas where the remaining buildings are. Okay, let's go in with Hydralisks. We see that there's lurkers. Make sure that we're ready for lurkers. Excellent. And there's a Nidus Canal, which, again, I think that might be where Purple is sending their attacks from, but I'm not sure. And I don't know if they're spawned to come out of the Nidus Canals or what. Okay, yes, we're even getting rid of lurkers at a good pace. I think Purple is mostly out. We have to go up the left side of the map. That's the next step. The white attacks are also quite scary with the amount of lurkers that they bring. Okay, we don't need to worry about this. I just want to make sure that we are fully locked down and making sure that we can take this base. And to do that, we're just going to make sure we're going to transfer these drones. And we're going to transfer. We have one more drone over here. You're going to be our extractor. I like how this map, like, you really have to make sure that you latch onto any and all opportunities for resources. It's really, really nice. It seems like 2 lurkers. Well, I just made 3, but 2 or 3 is typically enough, and then we make more hydralisks for defense. For air defense. The creep will slowly spread up in this direction, and we have enough drones that I don't think we need more at this point. It's really just about, again, holding on to this. The enemy could come from down here as well, so we have to spread our defense out. Not like a crazy amount, but just make sure we've got like 1 of each colony and then a lurker or 2 on each direction to at least delay. So, like, let's move the lurkers down here because our army is going to be attacking over in this other direction. It's just a couple more drones. We don't need too many, but let's also harvest as much gas as we can. Okay, I think this would be acceptable. Very nice. And then let's go ahead and just, so, hatchery, hatchery, hatchery. That's the bottom left. Do we have an 8? We have an 8 as well, which means you're going to be 9. I'm actually going to make you a layer 2 just for the increased hit points because I expect that this area is going to be hit the hardest. Kind of a stupid thing, kind of a stupid reason, but yeah, let's do it. Not going to really worry too much, I think. Oh, my word. Look at that. Dropping Ultralisks in the base. That's cool. So we still have definitely not found the main purple base. We have to find those. Next step is going to be actually attacking down here. So let's set up some more colonies. We just need to set up like a bastion of colonies. I'll feel very, very safe. Again, I don't know where all my idle drones are. Like, I think I've got a bunch of extra drones here, so let's send them down here to make defenses. Yeah, so this is why I just need more and more colonies. I just need to, like, set colonies up around here. Seems like the main purple base is somewhere in the upper right. Spore colony. Just got to be very, very diligent with our defenses here. Oh, can you just fuck off, please? Oh, no! Okay, that should be fine. Kill him with drones. We'll make one sunken colony here, too, because I do need to actually hang on to my... Hey, kill him. Can they get it? Yes, they can. Okay. So these drones, why don't we just migrate you? Keep our drones kind of stacked up. Okay, they're trying to come from up in that direction. Might just make more lurkers. Don't see a reason not to. We're nowhere near the supply cap, so it really couldn't hurt. Okay, and then Hydralisks. More Hydralisks and Zerglings, and then make sure we bring Overlords with us. And let's head on over and keep attacking over in this direction. And there are more Nidus Canals as well, so this is our opportunity to stop any attacks that might be coming, they might be bringing to us. Okay, these lurkers are done, so I'm going to move them kind of over here. I think that's good. Spore colonies. We'll get another sunken colony as well. These Zerglings come on down in this direction, and then we have tons of extra oversaturation here, so we grab drones, and we bring them down here, because now I can take this base. We have to set up our hatchery in a weird spot just because there's unbuildable terrain. There's a randomness that went with StarCraft 1 design that I quite liked, and has kind of been recaptured here in this campaign so far. Okay, here's the Balrog brood. I think if we can get rid of white, I would really prefer that. I don't know if that's actually my real mission on this map, but let's do it. Okay, we gotta get more overlords. Gotta find where most of my overlords are and make sure we don't leave them behind, because I need a lot, just in case. I have a tendency to just, you know, let's just auto attack and then end up flying into spore colonies or something. Let's move these towards the edge and do as much... I thought maybe we could hit that.
Cerebrate, I've encountered a proper hive cluster. They seem much more organized than the rest of the renegades. Are they responding to your commands?
No, but they appear to belong to Gorn's allies. Do not let them stand in your way.
Very well.
Oh, okay, so Gorn is brown. I actually thought Gorn was the white one, because he was the one that was killed in Mission 2 of the Protoss, which I thought was brown. But I was wrong. Okay, this isn't gonna work. We gotta rethink this. It's a pretty large base. We pushed up the front area, but we lost a lot of overlords as well. Not a big problem. Okay, let's do this. Zerglings rallying somewhere, but we have a good foothold here. I could also find where Purple's remaining bases are and destroy them. Okay, these motherfuckers. Okay, come on down here. Attack. And attack. I'd like to keep this base alive if possible. We can get down here in time, which we should be able to. Yes, okay, we did. My unit's like just sitting around and not not doing anything, huh? Okay, we can move these lurkers up, I think. At least one of these lurkers up. We can move these defenses up, because we know that this is where they're primarily coming from. Okay, make him unburrow and see if you can get him before he burrows. Perfect. For our own lurkers here. Alright, back up, back up. Where are my overlords? We gotta get these down here. Lurker v lurker, except they can see me and I can't see them. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get them out of there. Make them unburrow, move on over, hit him. There we go. I'm really grateful for the lack of spawn broodlings, I'll be honest. This area has been fine the entire game. So all of this stuff we want to bring down here. Is there another angle we could attack them from? It doesn't really look like it. It's hard to figure out where all the, Oh my word. Massacre right there. It's hard to quite figure out where all of the, entrances and exits of the bases are. Let's just make a lot of Hydras, and now we're pretty much out of money. I think we've probably mined this out. Yeah, so let's go ahead and move these drones down here. We have to get rid of white, but we have no income, so that burst of income that we just had, that we just took, is really all we have to work with. So this is going to be tricky. We might want to unburrow lurkers and bring them with us, and I think I'm going to have to. These can move over here. Yeah, I think we definitely want to bring lurkers with us. I think we might have to save scum a little bit here, because I'm in a position where if I lose this army, I am going to lose the match. All right, so let's bring Goska up. We can bring anything and everything we have, bring it with us, except the lurkers in certain locations. We can even bring these Hydralisks. We don't need them. This should be fine. Not sure where these guys are trying to go, but they're going to make it. We have a lot of gas. What can we spend gas on that we don't have minerals for at this point? Not sure. Okay, let's just wait. I definitely want Goska kind of in the front. I can cloak with him to at least give me vision to know if I can move up here or not. That's dangerous because overlords obviously can just see by themselves. So he's got good energy regen. I just don't think he regens at all when he's cloaked, which is normal.
Moving.
Okay, put him on hold position. Move up with some Hydralisks. Then we'll get the lurkers in behind them, lure units to us, and lure them into our lurkers. Decloak. This is where if we can get the lurkers in position. Perfect, perfect. We need to get overlords up here. Okay, perfect. Yes, draw them to us. We can kind of leapfrog with the lurkers, if I can get them through. Okay, let's move on in. Try not to select the burrowed lurkers. Yes, just lure the Zerglings into the lurkers and watch them get smoked. Gotta save what we can here. Okay, unburrow these, move them up. Okay, attack, and now we go. Bring Goska with us. Try to keep the overlords alive. Okay, and Goska, move on up. We are going to stun here and stun here. Perfect. Okay, utilize the lurkers to great effect. The enemy doesn't have guardians, luckily. Okay, and we did it, and then we still have a huge army down here which we can follow up with, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, this is mined out, so we're not going to be able to utilize this. Let's move on up and grenade this target. We're ensnared, but, you know. There we go. Move on in. Hit this. And we got a lucky stun right there. That was great. Lucky, lucky stun. Okay, unburrow, move up with this lurker. And white should not be bothering us as much now that we've taken mostly care of his base. Okay, very, very good. Let's move on up with the rest of this army and just keep cleaning out this base. Overlords kind of stay to the left. Have to be careful you don't run into spore colonies, as usual. Just move on in. I could take this. It's probably depleted. Yeah, it is. I was going to say, I could probably still take that that base. There's still a lot of this map uncovered. I think I might go ahead and split here. I've made really, really good progress. If I pick up part 2 and then realize, I'll probably just play the second part now, but it's, you know, I like to be diligent about actually keeping my videos at a reasonable length. What I'll do is, if I play the next second part of this and it's very, very short, then I'll just stitch the 2 videos together, kind of like what I did for Mission 2. Okay, so there's still more of the white base here, and then presumably Gorn's base is up at the top of the map, which is going to be harder to push through. And we don't have a proper base right now. Let's make sure we have overlords here up in the front. And there's definitely still a purple base somewhere, too. We're, like, hemorrhaging units. I can't afford that right now. But now we can also change our rally points to all be up here. Great. Okay, well, this has been Jayborino. Thanks for watching. When we come back, we will consolidate our forces. We will continue to get rid of the purple Zerg and anything that the white brood has remaining. And try to just continue to take over this map like crazy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye now.